doing two now in a row? Okay. You have Yashmi, Abdullah, and Kevon. Are you guys ready?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Perfect.
Right now. Okay. Are you able to see the screen?
Yeah. You can present go back to the first slide.
Oh, yeah. Apologies. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Yashmi Shah, and I lead the business development section for Miragno. So in today's attention economy, emotional needs often get drowned in algorithms. Miragno was built as a response, a digital space for raw expression and not curated performance. We're not another social network. We are a restorative experience for users who don't want to be followed. They just want to be understood. So let's meet our team. Go to the next slide. Yeah. So our team combines operational focus with emotional intelligence. I focus on business modeling and strategic partnerships. Kevon and Abdullah ensure platform integrity through web development and moderation tools. And together we drive early user engagement through narrative marketing. As a team, we've ensured that product growth and ethics move together. So next slide. Social media today often intensifies anxiety, especially among young users. Pew Research reports that 46% of teens say social media worsens their body image, and over 33% say it increases their anxiety. So, yet, emotional expression remains a strong unmet need, with 72% of Gen Z users seeking emotional support online, but platforms like Reddit or Whisper, despite their size, suffer from 60 to 70% of toxicity rates. Now, Miragno answers this gap. We offer structured emotional hubs, opt in feedback, and no follower model. This shifts the user from performance to presence. And unlike our competitors, our architecture is built from the ground up to support psychological safety, not just engagement. Next slide. Our monetization plan is phased and rooted in user intention, not interruption. At launch, we plan to use voluntary donations. Even a 1 to 2% conversion from, say, around 10,000 users can generate $200 to $800 monthly. And the next step would be the freemium model with private spaces, journaling tools, and moderation filters. And assuming 2% conversion on, say, 50,000 users, now that we're growing, it translates to $2,500 a month, supported by the report that 15% of users are open to pay for emotionally valuable community features. The next step as we scale would be the ad-based model, limited to reading-only zones. Industry standards like CPMs between say 5 to $12.5, meaning that with 1 million daily impressions, we can generate around $5,000 to $12,500 a month. And finally, the curated sponsorships. For instance, the weekly theme supported by mental health brands or student organizations could bring in an additional of say $2,000 to $5,000 a month. All revenue streams are opt-in, emotionally contextual, and structured to preserve the psychological safety. That's important. The next step. So for a startup like us, financial discipline is critical. I would say very critical at this stage. Our current monthly cost structures range between 350 to $1,350 a month, which covers secure hybrid hosting, moderation, community engagement, outreach, partnerships, etc. Our customer acquisition cost is estimated to be $5 to $7 per user, in line with niche platforms like us. This supports our 6 month goal of reaching 10,000 users with 2 to 3% premium conversions. Our infrastructure is lightweight but responsive, able to scale without compromising on user interface or moderation integrity. The next slide. So why Miragno is hard to copy? It's a competitive environment, and I think it's not smart of us, but a basic necessity to be different from others. So Miragno's strength isn't just in its code, it's in its design philosophy. Platforms like Reddit and Whisper have size, but no safety. Miragno combines anonymity with moderation accuracy, opt-in feedback, and zero social metrics. No usernames, no followers, no reaction loops. These elements work together to create a psychological relief, which is far harder to replicate than technical features. Our emotional first identity is not a trend, it's a structural mode. Coming on to the strategic vision, the last slide. Oh, sorry, the next slide. Yeah, my last slide. I'm so sorry. So we're not optimizing for reach, we are optimizing for resonance. We'll expand our emotional hubs based on the user data. Private spaces will serve as micro communities, which would be a key differentiator from broadcast-based models. We'll also introduce features like shareable reflections and thematic prompts, tools that extend emotional connection without compromising privacy. Partnerships with NGOs, of journaling platforms, student wellness groups, mental health organizations will become our primary growth engines, building cultural relevance instead of just noise. And finally, our premium tool will deliver actual therapeutic value and not just premium features, but more of emotional outcomes. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. So I was more so responsible for the back end and a bit of the front end as well. So the plugins that were used were mainly, well, the site that was used was WordPress to formulate the site. We used Elementor Pro as a way to add blocks, our own building blocks, so that way we don't have to use code. And we use Templately to have a simple and clean structure that is very important for the business as is, because we want it to be very user friendly. We want it to be very easy to use, and also add less stress to the fact that you're coming here to vent about your day too. So um, this right here is a mock-up of the site, the homepage as is, and as you can see, it's a very simple but very concise way of going about a website, because this is not the first, this is not the focal point of the website. It's actually the hubs and other things of the sort. So we used BB Press to make the forums a thing. It was really hard to figure out how to use this at first, because this is the first plugin I tried that I've researched. But I wasn't able to figure out replies. I wasn't able to figure out anything of the sort. But then we got to it. We met up every week and we found a solution. So you're seeing here examples of our hubs, which users would be able to enter and to create forums based on the specific topics that they feel is relevant to them that day. And most of the front end is handled through BB Press, but in terms of creating the categories and the things that are like here you see coming soon, these can all be handled in the back end. So in terms of privacy and anonymity, um, realistically, we would have to moderate our site, because we can't allow everything to slide. for the most part, users would want to have a safe environment, but we are no stranger to human errors. We are no stranger to the things that, well, basically aren't okay. So we have a register page here, which is very simple. And we also have not two-step, we have email verification and other security set in place. And user logins as well. We have ways where if you've lost your password or if you want to sign up through here, you can as well. But those were all handled. And we advise members not to use any personal identifiers. As you can see, this is my personal names. Yes. However, the username would be what's displayed on the site as of now. We are sort of limited in what we can do. However, we try to make the vision as clear as possible. So this is a blog example of what it looks like. You're able to reply to each message. Um, you can't do more than 2 threads of replies, but this is the ideal when it comes to making posts because it's not as messy and it's very easy to keep track of. And also, you can see that your username is what's displayed, which is why we urge members not to use personal identifiers because we want to keep the anonymity a thing. We don't display names, we don't display emails, we don't display numbers. It is all just your username that you chose at the time. So for security and privacy, we've used plugins like WordFence, which has blocked a numerous amount of threats. We have limit login attempts, which, as you can see, there's a major spike on July 18th. And usually when users fail to log in a few times, it gives them, let's say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes before they can attempt it again. It's to ensure user safety. And also we use Akismet as well. We don't have any data reported because this was newly activated. Um, but the point of this is to protect against spam and block anything of the sort. But the site isn't live yet, which is why there isn't much data for this specifically. So when we go into site performance and responsiveness, I've used page speed insights to get the mobile and the desktop view of how the performance would be like. So far the speed index is at 4, which is not bad. But for a mobile site, we would want to have it become faster. These are the data. This is the data before we've implemented lazy load, which would kind of reduce the loading times for images and also change their formatting. So it might be a bit higher than this is reflecting right now. But this this is saying that the overall performance is actually pretty high. We have a good SEO as well. And that's just base SEO. This is before we've implemented most of our SEO into the website. And we also have the responsiveness as well. This is the PC version of the website. We also have the mobile phone version, and we also have the tablet version for tablet users as well. And there we go. And here is another Google Analytic, which shows the bounce rate, which is how long a user would stay on the website or how active they are. And this is actually very good data to have because it not only shows the attention span or I would say the activity of the website, but it's more so just the responsiveness of the website as a whole. Um, and we also have the active users, everything of the sort that shows a high number of where users are more attracted to in terms of the website and the event counts, which also tells you in terms of how many clicks, where they click, what's being clicked, all the sort. And yeah,
Okay.
that's all for me.
Marketing and analytics. At Team Miragno, we have developed a structure, emotionally aligned marketing strategy to promote and build anticipation. Our campaign was focused on visual storytelling, soft launches, and trust building to connect with users in a meaningful way. So we have used different channels for the marketing. For example, search engine optimization, social media marketing, Google Analytics, blogs, and another one we'll be using later is email marketing. SEO, this slide is about SEO and content strategy. So we have used different methods to deal with search engine optimization and content strategy. For example, we have methods like targeting the keywords, keyword research, and targeting keywords, um, which focus on terms like anonymous confession or emotional expression platform, and it improves search visibility. And we have weekly blog categories. We have different blogs and theme where we plan to post different kind of blogs so that we can reach to more users. Content plan. We have pages and blogs use emotional tone, meta tags, and SEO titles to improve readability. On page SEO with Yoast, we are using Yoast plugin to optimize for keywords, tags, metadata across key site areas. And then we have a consistent posting strategy. We have a plan to post every week. If every week is not possible, in every 2 weeks, so that we can build the domain authority for the Miragno website. What kind of tools we use for search engine optimization? We have used Yoast SEO, we have used WordPress blog system, Elementor blog, and then we have used Google Keyword Planner. The benefits, uh, the benefit that SEO will provide is it will improve discoverability, it will increase targeted traffic, and it will build trust through high quality and reflective content. And for the long term, it will make the search engine ranking higher for our website, which has a goal for emotional support and more engaged community, and eventually it will increase the donation and shares in the future. So this is the social media campaign results. It represents the early results and messaging for our Instagram campaign. Our content emphasizes like gentle support and personal expression, which promote Miragno as a safe, anonymous space for users to feel, share, and heal. And then here you can see we track the views, engagement, follower growth, and profile activity. We also have Twitter and other profile as well that we are actively monitoring. Google Analytics. Our team is using Google Analytics to monitor website traffic, understand user behavior, and improve decision making. So here on the first visual, you can see the capture of user engagement and retention overview, which shows the active users, new users, and what kind of most of the user is using web because it's a website, and then and for the second one, the traffic overview, you can see how long a user is usually active in our website, where they are joining, geolocation, and the pages that are getting most of the reach. And then depending on this, we can do the improvements or content adjustment and improve our website. Can you go to the next slide? This snapshot is showing about the tech overview, which is giving information about what kind of devices the user is mostly using. So as you can see, desktop 61%. We have a lot of people using the mobile and tablet. So we are working to optimize the mobile version of the website so that it can be more user friendly, and it has to add a lot of meaningful content. And for the browser, we can also see different browser that people are using to get access to the website. Go back to the previous slide. So what why we use Google Analytics? Because it helps us to track real-time traffic trends. It helps us to identify high-performing content and pages. It helps us to understand the visitor behaviors and the navigation flow. Also, it improves marketing strategy based on user data and optimize user experience across devices. It means by using those data, we can make changes, and it helps us to make data-driven decisions. Go next. Data analysis. This slide is about the data analysis of the website. As you can see in the report from the June, we can see we started to build at the end of the June, and then we have July. So we have a lot of user in July, a lot of engagement, and this also shows on the right side, it has the information about weeks and hour stats. In weeks, we can see we have the most of the user using our site from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And for the hours, most of the user are engaging in our site during the morning. So all this information give us inside view and different aspects of the website, and all this can be utilized to improve the website and to get more users, and that's how we can the website can grow. Learning and reflections.
So you asked me, do you want to start this part?
Okay, I'll do it.
Mhm.
So as for me, since I come from a core business background, specializing in finance, I think learning was mainly in the tech part of the internship. I never imagined that I'd build a website from scratch. So I think that was the major, most important learning I'd have to take back home from here. And we did face quite a few challenges, but they weren't big enough to keep us halted. With the help of Monica and Das, we could do it easily. I think more of them were tech based, so Kevon and Abdullah would be able to explain it better.
As for the tech-based stuff, honestly, coming from a majority tech background, I never thought that making a business would be this easy. It doesn't feel too easy, but it's easy enough where I could say that with enough work, 6 weeks can really be very monumental. And when you have the right people, the right courage, the right encouragement, and just a set of things to do every week, it really does get by really fast. And I would say that I never thought that I would learn more from the marketing side, the business side of everything. Like I've only had so few business classes throughout my life, and just being able to see like just the marketing, the backbone of your business really does wonders to like really show you, wow, this is really something that we created like out of a thought. And it's very empowering. It kind of makes you want to continue to keep going. And the skills that I picked up from this, like building, like I usually would hand code a website from scratch, but they never come out to this quality ever. So this is a really great experience to have.
From me, for learning, I have learned a lot of WordPress technicality. I have learned how to use Google Analytics to optimize the website and to bring more traffic and target audience. I have learned data analysis to make meaningful data-driven decisions. And from marketing, I have learned how to utilize in-depth marketing to grow the digital business. And for reflection, this was a really meaningful experience for me, this internship. I want to thank Das and Monica. Thank you.
Thank you guys. This has really been a very, very fun internship, honestly. There it is. Now, does anyone have any questions, or would you like me to take you to the site
Excellent.
first?
Before anyone, excellent. Congratulations. Excellent work. I was like, yeah, data. Yay, number. Yay, everything. I was like so thrilled. Okay.
Okay, so you want me to take you through the site. let's just go here. So this is the homepage for the site. We have things such as the about for here. We have the community. This will take you to creating a profile. We have our social media handles and our blog posts that are posted here. We also have like our footer displays everything, our privacy policies, terms of use, CSR, disclaimers, and community guidelines. And if we go to the hub page, this page here, we have nice little easing styles before we get into whatever we're going to get into. And when we click on, we can see an example of how it is. You can create a new topic, which would be here. And you could just see an example of how they're threaded, you know? And you could also just spawn a reply here. You can click reply, then reply to someone's message. And then just like that, it's there. And easy site. And then we have our blog page, which, was the hardest part, in my opinion, to format. Um, I think we can all agree as a team that this looks really different from how we started off. But going into it, we have our content that was wonderfully written by Yashmi herself. And just to go through all of them, just to get a vibe of the site. And also, this is the start of our endeavors. So it's really nice to see that we're really big on communication, really big on anonymity, and we're just big on people being able to use their voices. And this is the first thing to get done. This is our about section. This is literally the brain, not our the brain, but like the heart of what the group is, the message that we have, and just this layout, everything that's so warm about this site was really just all the members coming together and just brainstorming like something like thematic that can not only just seem welcoming, but also inspire people to keep coming back. And when you look at the profile part, we've used WP User Manager for this because we wanted to focus less on people having an account and more about what they're putting out. So there's no followers, there's no clicks, there's nothing that can get you hooked. It's more so get ready into the action. And that is the majority of the site. And all of these will take you, hopefully this goes through, it does go through, to our Instagram where we posted everything. Um, yeah, so that is the entire website. And just to show it, this is our login page, my login page. But yeah, that's everything. Does anyone have any questions?
I think I'm in more of a awe than asking a question. I'm so proud of all the work you guys did. I'm in a disbelief actually. I think you as a team set the bar so high for me personally. I would probably expect a lot. Like I don't think anyone from I around me can top this. So I'm like really proud of the team. I'm proud of you guys. I love the vision of Miragno, and you guys did so well. And I worked so closely with you guys, so I don't think I can ask the questions for like what was the struggle or was the challenges that you face as a team. But I more so want to know where do you see Miragno in next 5 years? Because what I see is the value, I see Orth a lot, and I want to continue to push you even though if you're like, oh, I don't see it going anywhere, but I do see it's
Yeah.
growing bigger and bigger. And that's what I want to know from you. Where do you see Miragno in the long run?
Well, honestly, something about me is whenever I sit and brainstorm something with people, it just feels like it's a set in stone thing. Like I've worked with teams before on a lot of passion projects, and they've been 10 years in the making. And this is something that I can definitely see being added to that list. Um, just getting the name, like us brainstorming the name for a week on end, was really just a testament to how committed we were to getting this out there, to having something of our own. So I can definitely see this going pretty far. And I would love to if you guys are willing.
Um,
As for me, I think I can see Miragno being acquired by Meta for like a multi-million dollar valuation, like in the next 5 years.
Absolutely. That is absolutely correct. I do see
I want to
Meta.
add something. I think we'd love to build an app on the same concept.